Let's jump over to the Big 12 now in Jerry's world, where the number 18 Oklahoma State Cowboys face the number 7 Texas Longhorns. This is where our Saturday kickoffs begin. 12 o'clock kickoff on ABC. Brad, we know what's on the line here for Texas. If they win, there's a big possibility that they finally get into the college football playoff. ESPN.com gives Texas an 88.1% chance to win this game, and Texas currently favored, my goodness, by a whopping 14.5 points. Over under at 55.5. I think I'll take the over on that one. Quinn Ewers has been playing up and down. We know he got injured. Then you look at a running back like Gordon Jr. for Oklahoma State. You can't say enough about this guy. 1,500 yards, 20 touchdowns. You have to think that the Oklahoma State Cowboys are going to depend on their run game to try to slow down that Texas offense and keep them off the field. Brad, I'll turn it over to you. Who wins this Big 12 championship matchup in Jerry's world?
Nate, you brought up such a great point a second ago, and I think it's what this game comes down to. Oklahoma State running back Ollie Gordon versus that Texas front seven. Nate, if you remember, both of us talked about this the week after Texas Alabama. We were both very, very impressed with Texas front seven. I mean, they look like an SEC front seven, and Nate, I think that comes into play here. Oklahoma State is so reliant on Gordon. I mean, you're talking about 20 yards shy of 1,600, and I think that Texas front seven is just way, way too good. I think you made another good point. Quinn Ewers has been very, very up and down. He's battled some injuries. I think this is a game as Texas is hoping for some chaos to get into the playoff, and as we get into bowl season, I think this is a game where Quinn Ewers can really get some confidence back, really get some chemistry back with a very, very good receiving core. Give me the Longhorns. This one is at 14.5. I think Texas wins by more than that. I really do.
Wow.
I think Oklahoma State is very fortunate to get in this Big 12 championship game. I mean, they beat Oklahoma, but I think they're very, very fortunate to be here. The Longhorns are by far the best team in the Big 12. Give me the Longhorns big in this one.
Yeah, Brad, this game makes me nervous. Growing up as a Texas Longhorns fan, I know what Oklahoma State has done to Texas. Texas has looked like a championship team every now and then throughout the years. If you're a Texas fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's midway through the season. It's October. It's November. You're thinking, this is the year. This is the year. Then they go on the road into Stillwater and they get upset by an 8-4 Oklahoma State Cowboys team. I understand that this team is different than years past for the Texas Longhorns. I think they're closer. I think that bond is stronger. I think they're playing at such an elite level under Steve Sarkisian. What a job he's done, first of all, with that program. No one thought that Texas was ever going to be, quote unquote, back. It became a meme. It became a joke. This team's legitimate. And heading into the SEC, this program's only going up and up. So I just want to give so much credit to Steve Sarkisian and also credit to the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Look, this team, I think, started off 0-3. No one expected this team to do well. Then they go and upset Oklahoma at home. That was such a big game in Stillwater. The last time we'll see those two teams play for a long time. Shout out to the Oklahoma State Cowboys as well. They've really turned their season around. Then they end up making the Big 12 championship game, in which we thought was going to be a rematch between Texas and Oklahoma. Here we are. Brad, at the end of the day, I'm going to go with my gut. I got to go with the Texas Longhorns. I just think they're playing, as I mentioned, at such an elite level. You have to wonder what's going to happen to the run game. I wanted to mention to you, Brad, Brooks is out with an ACL injury. So they're going to depend on some of those younger guys to step it up. They did a phenomenal job against Texas Tech. I think they're going to do a phenomenal job against Oklahoma State. Xavier Worthy, I don't know if he's questionable or not. I know he got injured last game. I'd have to double check. But they still got many other weapons, such as A.D. Mitchell. I think they're going to be just fine. I wouldn't be surprised if Oklahoma State covers the spread in this one. I think it could be a lot closer than people think. Oklahoma State, very familiar with the Big 12 championship recently against Baylor a few years back. It's going to be a good game regardless, but give me the Texas Longhorns in the end. That concludes today's episode. When we come back next time, we're going to discuss our championship weekend recap, and we're going to break down our Navy versus Army and FCS playoff game previews and predictions. Great matchups ahead. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to discuss our bowl predictions for the bowl season. Please be sure to subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Follow us on all socials at BreakTheHuddle_. and be sure to turn on that bell notification so you can stay up to date when we post our latest videos. And let us know in the comments who you believe will win this week's matchup. From Break the Huddle Studios, this is Nathan and Brad signing off.